What is up, my Nova Kingdom? It is Nova King back again. It's been a while. It's been a good minute since I've done a video. I apologize. The boys got a little bit lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But today we're back with another video, and today's another interesting video, very similar to the last one on this channel, or at least it should be. Hopefully, in the order that I'm going with this. We did a versus battle last time with Deku from My Hero versus Kid Naruto from Naruto Part 1. And now we're taking the two rivals, the guys that pushed our protagonists to be the people that they are now. On the My Hero side, we have good old, Bakugou, Explosion Man himself. And then we have from Naruto, the Edgelord himself, Sasuke Uchiha. And we're gonna sit down and have a good little discussion about how I think this fight would go between these two guys. Also, Kid Sasuke. I should preface that this is Kid Sasuke we're talking about. And I guess without any further ado, we'll just get into this battle and we'll start assessing the two. So I'll start with Bakugou, I think, on this one. So with Bakugou, basically, I don't even know how to describe Bakugou's what he's gonna do. He's gonna yell "Shine" or just die in the English dub. He's gonna just go around screaming "I'm gonna kill you" and then just throw out explosions. But don't get me wrong, Bakugou is not a dumb person. I think that's been prefaced that Bakugou is not dumb by any means. He does know what he's doing. It just doesn't always appear that way on the outside when you're just watching him. But he definitely is strong. Especially just a physical fighter with his explosions. He is a dangerous person to go up against, because once he gets in close, it's pretty scary what he can do with a lot of those explosions. The one big thing we're gonna see, because this is the end of season 3, Bakugou I'm gonna be using. So we're gonna have AP shot, armor piercing shot, I believe it's called, which is his kind of pinpoint, distance kind of thing. He actually has some ranged kind of attacks he can use now that are that can be pretty devastating if used right. And then we also have his big kind of super move, the Howitzer Impact, which is pretty crazy. That's like the flame tornado deal that he can use, which is a pretty dangerous move. It's pretty crazy. Fast, and this is a fast and just destructive move, and so that'll be a big factor. AP shot, especially since that actually adds some range to Bakugou, who more or less without AP shot has to be pretty up close and personal to do any kind of damage. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just once he gets up, he's gonna hit with explosions hard, and he's gonna use them for quick movement and things like that around the battlefield. And AP shot if he needs to hit somebody from a range. And then the Howitzer Impact is going to be our big devastating kind of move that we'll see from good old Bakugou. So with that in mind, we're going to go on to Kid Sasuke and see what he can do. Kid Sasuke is pretty crazy. Kid Sasuke is pretty overpowered for being Kid Sasuke. By the end of part 1, we're looking at Sasuke, who has fireball jutsu, lots of fireball, just fire jutsu in general to use for kind of ranged attacks. We're going to see Chidori, his big thing that he learned from Kakashi, and that's a devastating move that moves super quickly. And it's kind of like how I was describing the Howitzer Impact for Bakugou. It's going to hit fast and hard, and it's gonna do a lot of damage. To learn how to be able to use Chidori, he had to learn. He had to basically copy with his Sharingan and basically learn how to use his own version of Rock Lee's Taijutsu. So Rock Lee's Taijutsu is gonna enable Sasuke to be super fast in the battlefield than he was beforehand, and he's gonna be pretty good at Taijutsu. He's not gonna rely on just lightning style stuff and fire style jutsu. He's going to be able to get in close and do some damage with some taijutsu. Those are a lot of the big things, and of course, don't let me forget the Sharingan itself. By the end of the final Valley fight with Naruto, I'm pretty sure that Sasuke was able to unlock his full Sharingan, and that's going to allow him to have crazy reaction time and stuff like that. So I think that's the biggest thing that he'll have with Sharingan, is just he'll have a huge boost in reaction time and just being able to read his opponent and things like that. So that'll be a big help for Sasuke. And then I think the last the last big thing that you're gonna look at for Kid Sasuke is the curse mark. He can go into his like crazy curse marked mode that he did have to go against when he fought against Naruto in his One Tail form. So, you know, that is definitely something that Sasuke also has. If push comes to shove, he can transform into his curse mark 2 mode. So I think that's about it for those two characters. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's about all the evaluation we need. So now we can just kind of get in and actually see who's gonna do what and who's gonna ultimately come out as the victor in this fight. So, so with Bakugou again, most of his strength is gonna come from getting in close to Sasuke and hitting him, just annihilating him with explosion. Like that's gonna be Bakugou's kind of moveset. It's just get in fast and just start dealing out explosions like crazy. And you know, especially if he can build up enough in his gauntlets, he can let those off and make bigger ranged explosions. I forgot to mention that, but that'll kind of add range. But that also depends if he's building up enough sweat in his gauntlets. So Bakugou's gonna go in super fast. I think that Sasuke is gonna do a pretty good job at keeping Bakugou at bay, because yeah, he does have AP shot and his built up gauntlet explosions, but for the most part, Sasuke is gonna be the proficient ranged fighter here with fireball jutsu and things like that. And I can't remember the names of them, but he has other like the other kind of fire jutsu that the other fire style stuff that he can use with like the wire and like blowing fire through those and stuff. So basically, he can attack from a range better, I think, than Bakugou can because of fire style. So I think he's gonna do a good job at keeping Bakugou at bay. And if Bakugou rushes in recklessly, I think he could get hit with a fireball jutsu, and that's gonna hurt pretty bad. I don't doubt that there's a chance that Bakugou could get in close to Sasuke, because Bakugou has become pretty proficient as far as moving around the battleground fast, quickly with his explosions. He's very inept at using those explosions for things like that, and so I think that there's a possibility he can get in close to Sasuke, but it is going to be difficult because Sasuke is going to be able to throw out fireball jutsus pretty easily at Bakugou. But if we say Bakugou does get past that unscathed, gets in close to deal some damage with explosions, my only worry with that is that Sasuke has the Sharingan, and that's going to allow him to react pretty like Sasuke after he awakened his Sharingan. His full Sharingan, his matured version against Naruto, he was beating up Naruto bad. Like, and Naruto was not a joke. He was pulling from 9 tails at that point. You know, it wasn't a joke, and he was getting beat pretty badly before. But the moment he activated his full Sharingan, he would just start going to town. So the Sharingan definitely does give Sasuke a huge boost here, and I think just with the Sharingan alone, he'd be able to react and counter Bakugou's moves before Bakugou could really get a whole lot of damage in, I guess. And I mean, again, it's not like Sasuke is only relying on jutsu. If Bakugou gets in close, I think that Sasuke could counter with the Sharingan, and then be able to, like, he'd use it to be able to counter him, and then he could, for his counterattack, he could just use taijutsu that he copied from Lee. And Lee's taijutsu isn't a joke. Like, Lee is like one of the most proficient taijutsu users in the whole Naruto universe. So I think with a Sasuke that's copied a good chunk of that taijutsu, and that's what he's using, I think he'd probably be able to counter with some pretty devastating attacks, like the lion combo, things like that. I know I don't think one of those is going to put Bakugou out by any means, but it's going to hurt. And so after that, it just comes down to if Bakugou can get back out of range. Like, it's tough because Bakugou would want to get back for him and collect himself, but that means he's also going to be able to fight back. So I think if he were to get hit by a combo from Sasuke and gets kind of hurt, he's going to fall back, maybe try to use some AP shots, try to use some range of his own while he's trying to calculate a plan to kind of fight against Sasuke. But again, Sasuke, he had to learn Lee's taijutsu because he needed the speed in order to activate the properly use the Chidori to build up enough speed. So Sasuke does have pretty crazy movement speed along with, again, reaction speed because of the Sharingan. So I don't think AP Shot's going to be fast enough to catch Sasuke, honestly. I don't know. If he's aiming directly at Sasuke, I think Sasuke could be able to dodge those and move in pretty quick and start dealing more damage to Bakugou. Honestly, like, AP Shot's not a joke, and I think it might throw Sasuke off. But even if he gets hit with one, I don't think it's going to do him in. But I really don't think he'd get hit by any, honestly, just because of his speed that he got from learning Lee's taijutsu and just the sheer reaction speed he gets from using the matured Sharingan. So after that, he's going to be able to kind of move in again. The biggest thing I feel like that Bakugou needs to look out for would be the Chidori. If Bakugou falls back, starts using AP Shot, Sasuke counters it, and then starts building up a Chidori, I mean, that's gonna, I don't know, that might kill Bakugou. Like, Chidori's scary. Chidori can, like broke through Gaara's ultimate, defense sand shield stuff and, like, drew blood from Gaara. So, I think that it would, if it not kill him, it would put him out in one shot. And it's super fast. It just depends if Bakugou has enough react. Like, I don't doubt that Bakugou is fast. Again, like I said, with the explosions and everything. But I don't know if he's fast enough with reaction time to get away from a Chidori. But even if he doesn't get hit with Chidori and stuff like that, and even if Bakugou starts pressuring him with explosions and stuff, I mean, I don't know. Again, worst comes to worst, and say Bakugou does crazy damage to Sasuke and catches him off guard with some crazy explosion stuff, or even a howitzer. Because I think that would be a big thing. I think once Bakugou learned that a lot of his basic combo stuff and explosions isn't going to get Sasuke, I think that Bakugou would get pretty irritated pretty quickly and fall back to using the howitzer impact. Which, I think once he uses that, if he did, I don't think he'd hit Sasuke, honestly. Like, he might be moving fast enough to catch him with it, but if he doesn't, he misses the move, and he just can, and Sasuke can counter with. I think that would be the best time for him to use Chidori, honestly, is when Bakugou, after he misses Sasuke with the howitzer impact, he'll have to recover from that, and Sasuke could hit him with a Chidori. So that's kind of how I think the fight would go. Is that Bakugou would get pretty upset because he's not going to be able to hit Sasuke with a lot of his normal combos and AP Shot, and he's just going to keep getting countered because of Sasuke's Sharingan, and he'll just keep getting punishment, whether it be from Jutsu or from his devastating taijutsu that he got from Lee. I think he'll be pushed into a corner, and he'll kind of get angry like he normally does, and just go out with a howitzer impact, which could be bad if it hit him, but I don't think it would. I think Sasuke could dodge it and then counter with a Chidori, and then the fight would be over. Or say Bakugou does get lucky and does hit Sasuke with it. Sasuke, I don't think is going to die from that. I think it would drive him. I think that would be enough damage to put Sasuke in a position where he has to rely on the curse mark. And then I think as soon as he goes curse mark 2, it's over. Like, you can't tell me Bakugou is going to beat curse mark 2 Sasuke. I don't know. I don't see it happening. So I think if he gets pushed far enough because of Bakugou's pressure, and he does get hit with the howitzer impact, he can fall into curse mark 2, battles over that way. And if Bakugou gets mad because he can't hit Sasuke with anything, and then he uses howitzer impact and actually hits Sasuke with it. Wait, did I say? Basically, I'm losing my train of thought. Whether if he hits him with it, he'll go into curse mark 2 because of the severe pressure that's being put on him. He'll have to fall back onto it. He wins that way. If he dodges it, which I think could happen because of the Sharingan, he's going to counter with a Chidori. That ends the fight. So basically, that's basically how I see this fight going out. Basically, to recap, Bakugou is going to use explosions, try and getting close, use explosions, AP Shot, things like that. But I think because of Sasuke's crazy speed he got from Gaara and from the Sharingan reaction speed, I think that'll be enough for him to counter basically anything Bakugou shoves his way. And Bakugou's going to get some blows. Like, he's going to get hit with a couple fireball jutsus, maybe some taijutsu combos, like a lion combo. Stuff like that's going to happen to him from getting countered by Sasuke. And then I think he's going to get backed into a corner. He's hurt by this point. He's gonna freak out. I think he's gonna get mad, use howitzer impact, and then I think that's basically where it's gonna come to. Is he's gonna use the impact. Either Sasuke dodges it and counters with a Chidori, the fight's over, or he gets hit with it somehow, falls into Curse Mark 2, uses that to overpower Bakugou. So that's essentially how I see this fight going on. I know I rambled a little bit about the potential outcomes, and I know I was pretty specific about some parts of it, but I think that's just how it would go. That's just my opinion, of course. If you guys have anything else that you'd like to remark on or comment about, or just tell me if I'm flat out wrong, feel free, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. And yeah, sorry for the lack of uploads. I've just been lazy. No excuse for it. I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed this versus battle nonetheless. I hope it does well. I like doing these. These are fun, creative videos for me to do. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and like the video if you enjoyed. And let me know if you want more versus battles and who you'd like to see me put against each other. I still have one more fight in mind, so look forward to that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video as always. If you've gotten to this point, of course, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, remember to stay positive, enjoy life, because you only get one shot at it. It's Nova King from the Nova Kingdom, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.